got back from the city, got all the groceries lugged into the house, and now we're going to go for a spin over the hill in a separate video from the other ones. Okay. There we go. Okay, let's go. CBC. Oh wow, I gotta cut the grass here. And it's muggy. Temperature's 3 degrees less up here than it is down there. There we go. Whew. I suppose it's not too bad. Over here where the little plantation is, though, it's getting high. And I've got to, the next nice day, get out and start digging up that burdocks. We just want to investigate on if I got to come down here and cut grass, and it does look like it. I'm going to contact that guy to see if he's going to hay this or not, because I have somebody that would like it, and I can imagine I could negotiate a deal where I can get the siding for the old woodshed, which would be nice. So we're just going to have a look-see and help keep the grass flat as possible. Oh, something hit this. Yeah, she needs a mow down here for sure. Now it's the 21st, I think, of June. So I'll have to mow this, I don't know, 3-4 times yet, I think. But now we've got the tool to be able to dig up some of those rocks. All I need is to find the time and without the bugs. Because here on the left I can get dirt to fill in any of the holes that might need filling. And there's no activity here for any beavers. And the creek is flowing. There we go. So, I forgot. I've got to look for a cedar, and that'll be on the way back. That's about 12 inches. Thick. To make some benches out of. I might even be able to get 2 benches out of it. Just want a place that me and my wife could sit down and for a spell while we're walking the dogs. And I've got that extra length of leash, 2 10-footers. If we bring a carabiner with us, we can just slip it around a tree, keep the 2 dogs far enough apart, then they can, I don't know, just frig around there, lay down, whatever fits their fancy without getting tangled up. Now there's some cedars down in there, but I want something close to the road, of course. And I don't want to go through no jungle to get it. Maybe cut these little trees back a bit on the right. And I think those are silver birches, those white ones. They're not white birch, I think is what it's called, is the other ones. I'm not sure how many kinds there is, actually. Now there's a nice big cedar right there, but it's not easy to get to, and it's swampy in there. And that means winter. And I don't want to go in there. Huh. We'll see. I'll see if I can get someone to help. Whether it's my son or find somebody. Maybe my brother if he's here. There's Lonesome George. He's doing okay. Somewhat. Yeah, for sure it's time to mow down here. Yeah. Oh. Freaking arthritis. Boy, it doesn't take long for this to grow up. I think I was down here a couple weeks ago. See, there's a place there that could use some dirt to lift it up. "26. It's even cooler down here in the hollow. But all these things I want to do, we're running out of time to get them done. I'm starting to realize that I'm getting old. And at the same time, not only are you getting old, the reality that you're going to die keeps increasing. It becomes stronger every passing day. And it's like, you know, you just can't lay down and give up, because what the hell? You managed to survive this long. Yeah, we got to get down here and mow. There's no cedars up here. I think they're mostly all maple. Don't think I have much in the way of oak here. Just a bazillion maples. Birch. And I don't know, to be honest with with you if I have enough to cut. If I wanted to start to come in here and start, harvesting my own firewood. But then again, we go back to the first part of this last part of the conversation. You're getting old. Picking up 4 cords of wood off of the driveway was hard enough, let alone getting 4 cords of wood, dragging it up to the house, dicing it up and splitting it, and then putting it away. That's like a full-time job for me. And I don't really want to do that. I don't think. Mind you, there's it's called The Grandfather or something, and it's a lengthy video, well over an hour, and it takes this old guy who must be in his 80s or 90s, a lot older than me. He's got a draft horse, got a couple of pigs, chickens and whatnot, and he goes out and he gets his wood, he puts posts into the ground and fixes his fences. He's got a potato patch that's about 4 times, if not bigger than mine, and he uses a lot of those potatoes not only to eat, he uses them to feed his some of his livestock. Like he's got a couple of draft horses, I believe. He's got one for sure. I think he might even have 2. He's got some cows. He's got a milk. He's busy every day. He gets up before first light. He's got 1 light bulb. I think probably, well, he's got much more than that. And you kind of envy the guy because he's living a dream. His dream and maybe somebody else's. Not everybody's, mind you. We get tricked into this life when we're younger. This commercialization. You got to buy this, you got to have the latest phone, and you got to do this, and I was all part of that for a long time. Oh, there's another nice big freaking cedar right there. Look, I'll show you what I mean. Well, get you out of here. There we go. I don't know. They got one on this side, and we got this one right here. Now, those are the approximates. That one there is about, a good 12, maybe a little more through. So the idea is to cut two 6-foot lengths, and then skin them all, and then you bury 2 of them about 2 feet down in the ground with about 3-4 feet sticking up, and then you put another log over top of it, and you cut like a U into it, and you place it over top of the vertical ones, and then you secure that down with like a great big giant leg bolt or something, so it doesn't come apart, and then you got yourself a nice bench. So one of those is pretty good. It doesn't have to be perfectly straight, because if it's got a little bit of a bend in it, you put the bend towards the bottom. Now, the only problem is I don't have any real equipment to drag that frickin' thing back to the house, except for this Jeep. My old lady will freak right out. So we're not going to do that. So we're going to have to see if I can find somebody that we can go in there and cut one. That's all we need. Preferably one of these dead ones. This one here's got a big wound on it. Don't know what the hell happened to that. There's probably a tree laying there somewhere that was rubbing on it. No, not that one. Looks like something went down there. Okay. You get the message. Or you get the idea, I mean. Let me hook it up. Oh, jeez. There we go. So I got the idea from a woman that's making something similar. And she burns the log that goes, the part that goes into the ground. And that helps preserve it. And all she did was she used a chainsaw just to cut the yew out, and then you can, if you're any good with the chainsaw, you could probably plunge cut it and then take it out. But I think all she did was beat it out with a hammer. She took the chainsaw and just between point A and B and just kept on going down almost to the bottom of where she wanted it to go. And that axe of mine that I just finished fixing, I got one more part to put the paracord around the handle. I'll try that for the first time too. These are the rocks that I want to see if I can get out of here. This way I can come down here with the mower without fearing bending the blades again. This is like I say, this is in previous videos I say that this is the worst part of the hill, and it is. And the dirt's not too far away. Oh, what the hell do I want to do all this labor for? It's personal satisfaction, I would think it is. Right, Keith? Like your yard is looking really good for the few videos I've seen. Andy, show me what your backyard looks like. I'm interested. I'm interested on how everybody else, what they do or what you do, like where you live, and join the Facebook and befriend me if you want. I'm not going to ask you for money. I'm not going to ask you to send me anything if you don't want to, or even you don't have to. Like, you're just not asking for nothing, is what I'm saying. And even if we never meet, so what? And hopefully someday we can. Same thing with the ladies. I'm married though. Must point that out. And I behave myself pretty well. I'll just throw that in as a... You never know what the hell. So here's some cedars that are easy to get to, and I'm wondering if there's any laying down here that I can actually get to. Nope. That one back there, no, that one's split. I'll just take you off the camera here once more. There we go. Right here, there's that big one right there at the edge of the creek. That's about 16 inches or more. That would be a nice one if it's not split, like a forked tree. That looks all right. There's a couple in there. I have to take a look at it to see if things have changed since I've got rid of those freaking beavers there. There you go, Nick. I'll just just back up here so I can get a better shot of it. You can see it's flowing pretty good. So I have to investigate that. I don't want to kill something if I don't want to. There's one there that's fallen over. It's about the right size. I have to take another look at it. Can't do much right now because of the freaking bugs. There's 2 of them there. It's ripped right out of the ground. Huh. That's a freaking major sweat job. There's 3, 4 of them in there. All uprooted. I don't know how well you can see it, but it's uprooted pretty good. There's a nice curve. So just up here, I'll go up here. I'll just hang on to you for a bit. So we got a few stands of cedar, and as I said, our property is quite dry. We have a couple of little, not per se overly wet spots, but it's dampish. And I know that if the tree is wet and it's that big around, a 6-foot piece is going to be awful freaking heavy. Oh, there's a big birch right there. So just up here on the left is where there's a lot of cedar. And we took one cedar out of the woods here that fell over. Yeah, there's a bunch in there. But the problem is I got to get them out to the road. And a 6-foot piece, you know, if I'm lucky and it's nice and dry, probably 300 or 400 pounds. So now I'm really thinking, do I want to do that or not? There's a bunch of fir trees of some sort in here. But this here is where just up along in here is where most of the cedars are. See, there's a big old one that's not worth too much. Huh. There's one there. That's alive. You probably can't see much for all the leaves. And this is where all the cedars are. There doesn't appear to be much laying down. So Nick, you want to give me a hand? And Nick, this is a test to see if you watched the whole video or not. It's all cedars in there. They seem to be doing okay, just the way they are. I don't really want to kill a live tree if I don't have to. After all, it's kind of like the only inheritance that I can give my son. There we go. There's home sweet home. I gotta show you this. Here's the deer flies. Look, all those flies you see? Watch this. I'll start moving. Watch them head for the mirror. See, there's one right there, the bugger. They got kind of like a leopard leaf on them. And man, those buggers take a chunk right out of you. But all these flies that you see going around here, they're all those freaking deer flies. Plus we got horse flies here too. They make these ones look like little guys. And if you live in the city, you probably don't experience much in the way of bugs. That tree looks a little peaked. So I think I should contact that guy if he's haying or not. Doesn't matter if he comes or not, I'll give it to this other guy. And I'll have to be nice on how I approach it. Oh, there's a big bug of some freaking kind. I think that's a flying ant. We got those damn things here too. But I'll show you the burdocks. I gotta get, as soon as it cools off a little bit that I can get them, I'm gonna have to start digging up those burdocks. This tree's coming along. It had a double head on it. I cut the 1 leader off. There's a tamarack. Apple. Some kind of a pretty flower away in yonder. It's just hard for me to get over the hill here to go and look for these friggin' burdocks with the dogs area. And there's no way I can kill them. And they have a taproot, pretty good taproot on them. You see them all here? All that salad-looking stuff. And I can see the burdocks are forming on that one, the bigger one there. That's why I just come in here and mow this stuff all down. As well as it's on the right-hand side here, the property line, as well as all over the lawn. On both sides now. There's one sticking up there. Oh well, we'll just... And they also get into where these trees are growing. So that one's good, that one's good. Not sure about that one. I think there's only one dead one there, but the other row is all dead. The middle row. I think they're beech nut. My son said he paid $30 a piece for them. And those ones there, that one row there, those are sugar maples. I'd rather have sugar maples on this whole hillside here than when you go and tap the sugar maples for to make it syrup. You can have them all right there on the side of the hill. And then here's 5 oaks. So, thanks for coming along for the ride with me. And that's a rhododendron. One of them, yeah. we won't park all the way so that, oh, there's some plant stuff that I can grab. Good enough. Okay. As I say, thanks for coming along for the ride. A big welcome to all the new subscribers. And I do something pretty well every day. Just generally don't have any plan for it, that's all. So let's pick these things up. Oh, you look like a pudding container. Oh. There we go. Whoops. Those are giant sunflower seeds in there, and that'll knock the friggin'... Those things are like 15 feet high. That's... Can't tell the woman nothing. Oh well, don't matter. Okay, we'll catch you later. We're all ready for the snow flies. So I can get this thing out of the way, all the shovels out of the way, and find a place to stick everything else. And we're going to start filling this up with rocks to get rid of it next. Okay, whatever. Bye-bye.
That's all, folks.